All right. There we go. We're about to do the intro, guys. You already know how this goes. This is Love Crossing Borders. I was about to say Friday Night Drinking Hand, but I'm so used to saying it. But let's do the intro real quick because at the end of the day, that's how it's going. All right, now that we got Andre's bloopers out of the way, we are sitting here and enjoying Love Crossing Borders. You guys already know my name is Andre of Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. We got a great topic for you guys tonight. Tonight is about business. Nothing more, nothing less. You know, you guys, we've been talking about maybe like off and on for the last 2 months about taking advantage, complete advantage of South America. Most dudes only think about two areas, Brazil or Colombia. Now, you wish you could get into Venezuela, and I ain't mad at you. But when it comes to other parts of South America, a lot of us are sleeping. And one of the areas that we're sleeping on is Guyana. And we did a live stream last week with Coop's Corner and Gail and the other brother in regards to Guyana and some of the things that they're doing. And the brother said, I haven't been to my home country in years. He said, but my uncle convinced me to come back home in order to buy real estate. We're going to talk about why his uncle convinced him to come back home to purchase real estate. What's going on in Guyana that's making it so amazing? You guys already know. Before we get started, we're about to go ahead and get those shout outs involved. First shout out we're going to do is my boy Stefano in the building. Hola, mi gente, my family. Make sure that you support the channel by smashing that like button. You know our motto, guys. I like you. Make sure you like us too. We got 21 in here so far. So far, so good. Make sure you click that like button because we got some great information. Now, I'm going to let you guys know something for real, before we go any further. Let me make sure that you guys can see me. Okay, good. I'll try to make sure that I'm not freezing also. So if you guys see me freezing, let me know. You know how Wi-Fi can be here. But in all sincerity, This particular live stream, this ain't for everybody. And I don't mean this in a bad way. Some dudes are here because they just want to find out what's going on in Colombia. Cool. Or Brazil. Cool. Got you. Some dudes are here because they're just trying to find out the latest party. What's poppin', Dre? I need to know what's the latest festival or event that's going to take place in Colombia. Got you. This episode ain't for you. This episode is for those that realize that a lot of times we as black men and women, we always wait for somebody else to succeed, and we always come out on the back end of it trying to get a little bit of crumbs that's left. So when I mentioned to you guys, hey, if your Spanish is trash and you're trying to be around gorgeous women, because that's what you're going to Brazil, Venezuela, and Colombia for anyway, why not go to an English-speaking country with predominantly gorgeous women that gave birth to Rihanna, her mom's from Guyana, who gave birth to Chile in TLC. Yes, she and her family are Guyanese. Deborah Cox. You remember Deborah Cox? How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. She's from Guyana. Up in Canada, yes. That Deborah Cox. So when I tell you guys, this place is going to be the best of all worlds. They already naming it the new Dubai. Why? Because when they discovered the oils in the last 5 years in Guyana, they said that amount of oil hasn't been found since Dubai found oil in the 60s. And if you ever want to do some homework on Dubai and see how raggedy Dubai was back in the day before they discovered oil, and it was nothing like the Dubai that you see now. And what I'm saying is, guys, be ready to be on top of this. We already traveled to South America anyway. Why not be ready to, you know what? I might not want to put all my money in Cartagena and buy an apartment there. I might want to buy an apartment in Cartagena, but I also may want to buy me an Airbnb in Guyana to go party. But remember, it's an Airbnb. Let's get started with these super chats. And that's why I'm so passionate about Guyana, because I want us to be on top of things first. And that whole region is 3 countries that are predominantly black countries. We have no reason to not go to these English-speaking, Caribbean, off the Atlantic Ocean, gorgeous women countries that are our people here in South America. All right, let's give a shout out to my man O'Shea Duke. Oh, let me say it right. O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. All right. Shout out to O'Shea. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your support, good brother. Thank you for your support, man. We got a video getting ready to come out of O'Shea recently interviewed me. And so that's coming out. And then when you guys get a chance to go to the Philip Scott show, great brother. He always talks about the African diaspora as well as what's going on in the United States. I was on his show today with a beautiful Afro-Colombian sister who lives in the States, but from Cartagena, my girl Tootie. Real good people. And so when you get a chance, go check out the Philip Scott show. And if you guys haven't subscribed to O'Shea, I don't know what type of YouTube you own. You might be on YouTube, but you ain't watching real YouTube. We talking about the veteran of all veterans. I'm talking about long before Andre, and I was just a YouTube fan back in 2017. I'm watching O'Shea and dreaming the dream as this brother's living his best life in other countries. So shout out to you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Okay, here we go. Yes. There we go. Thank you very much, Stefano. He already had everything set up. All right, my favorite YouTube title, The African Wolf. It should be Andre the African Wolf, but since I didn't think of it first, I got to fall back and let this brother represent the name. Ready with the popcorn. All right, them 313 boys at it again, Mom. Detroit is back in the building. Duck. Everybody just duck. You know how Detroit do. Shout out to you, brother. Poor man in the building. All right. And my man, the smoothest YouTuber out there right now, Kevin left being smooth in good hands. Jay Fleming. Make sure you guys subscribe to that brother channel because that is one smooth brother. And then my family right here, Victory. Me and Victory have been chopping it up over the last couple of hours, just get a chance to catch up with each other. So shout out to Victory, doing great things, doing great things in the States. Tevin Cakes in the building. Welcome everyone. Happy Sunday to all. We got, once again, let's scroll down a little bit. We got 40 people in here. Make sure all of you click that like button. Once again, I like you. Make sure you like us too. Today's topic is very important. It ain't for everybody. This is a grown-ass man topic. See, some topics everybody can jump in, but this is for grown women that want to travel to these locations, because I'm seeing so many videos from Guyana, and guess who I'm seeing? White brothers and sisters. My man Coop's Corner, other than men that already live in Guyana, doing videos, I ain't seen none of us out there. I ain't seen Ace out there. I ain't seen Marwa out there. By the way, shout out to Marwa, man. I'm gonna drop a video, let you guys see what Marwa's house looking like in Africa. Oh, Marwa doing it, baby. When that house get done, oh, y'all gonna be sick. And he doing it all off of YouTube money. Shout out to Marwa. I don't care if y'all don't, sometimes y'all iffy about Marwa. Shout out to that brother for getting his money up. A dude that came from a small town in Africa, went to Bogota as a school teacher, and blew up on YouTube. And that goes to show you what you can do online, man. That dude's house is humongous. And so shout out to him. But going back to just let you guys know that there is opportunity for male content creators, as well as other sisters going out there showcasing Guyana. All right, let me scroll down a little bit more. See who's in the building. AR is in the building. Shout out to you, man. He said, I've been to Guyana. It is dirty country. Actually, it is pretty dirty right now. The largest city right now is Georgetown. They have open sewers. Yes, they do. And the beach waters, yes, it is. Yes, it is. He says, and the women there are okay looking. Nothing to get excited about. Let every man judge for himself. But at the end of the day, I take what you have to say into consideration. But here's the part. We're not talking about the Guyana that you visited. I want to say this again, guys. The reason why I'm talking about Guyana so much, a lot of you guys need to do your homework on cities before suburbs came. See, we look at our cities in the States and we just kind of take it for granted that they always been like that. But you forget that there was a plot of land in certain cities called Atlanta that was just a plot of land. We forget that Tampa was a plot of land, a filthy, dirty plot of land. We forget that a lot of the areas that we just take for granted that they're just some nice suburban, beautiful areas were just dirty, filthy swamp plot of lands. And so if we go by what if we went, let's put it like this. If white people went by the fact that Detroit was just a plot of land, or the swampiness of Florida was just a plot of land, and Disney took all that swamp, and it was all swamp, and white people saw the vision of it. How come we as people of color can't see the vision of something that's in the future, even though right now it looks like a plot of land? And as soon as white people go out there with their billions of dollars, which I'm about to show you, then we want to act like, and this is a black country in South America, then we want to jump on a bandwagon. Oh, hey Dre, how much is an apartment out there now? No, it's 70,000. See, you could have got it for like 32,000 when it was just a plot of land. But now, since it's all brand new and renovated in that whole neighborhood with new land, with new sidewalks, new streets, new investors, now you paying 72 because you were too busy looking at it as it's all right. I want Guyana to be it's all right. I'm gonna say that again. the spots that you about to invest in for the future, you want everybody else to look at it like, it's all right. So you can take advantage of it. Why you think white people do that? They don't go, hey, everybody needs to invest in this. No, they sit back, make their paper, and then all of a sudden everybody glance and look, how did white people get them? And all of a sudden we want to run on the ass end and invest in something. I'm tired of being on the ass end of investing. I kid you not. I'm tired of being on the back end because I'm black and investing in something. So if you sit back, you got an extra $20,000 and there's a plot of land, so an extra $10,000, and there's a plot of land in Guyana, and that $10,000 ain't gonna hurt you in the long grand scheme of life. But you know that the way that Guyana is going right now is gonna flip. And that's why I mentioned to you guys, when you get a chance, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, go study Dubai in the 60s when it was just a plot of land. Oh, we see Dubai now. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's so one. Oh, I got to get to Dubai. It wasn't always like that. Dubai was a raggedy ass plot of land. And so you guys have to start to realize, start to have some vision about some things in all sincerity. Shout out to you, AR. I'm not talking about you directly, but I'm letting guys know I need people to see it like AR see it. So I can get all the land and all the property I want. And so as soon as other brothers want to come, the price is already flipped. Guyana is already considered the #1. Let's go to it. Let us go to it. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Guyana tops the list of 5 fastest growing economies up to 2026. This started 5 years ago. They've been #1. I already mentioned to you guys that economies grow. I already mentioned to you guys that economies grow at a pace of 2 to 3% per year. Guyana, 126% during a pandemic. Where everybody else crying and struggling, while banks shutting down in your country that's looking so beautiful, that don't look like swampland in the United States. While you sitting up there wondering if you should keep your money in a bank or put it in Bitcoin, people in Guyana, they got jobs are flowing in there. They got oil like Dubai now, not Dubai-ish, equivalent to Dubai. Right now, Exxon is over there right now in that same spot y'all calling raggedy. And I love when y'all call stuff raggedy, so I can go ahead and buy it up. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm giving y'all a game early. So in a couple of months, when I don't talk about this topic no more, don't worry about it. And you see me and Andrea go visit, or me and a couple of brothers go visit Guyana, don't worry about it. Just think that we going over that party. That's what we want y'all to think. Shout out to America Brazilian in the building. Shout out to you, brother. I'm glad that you made it tonight, man. I appreciate you. Sid is in the building as well. What's up, brethren? What's up, man? We got a good topic tonight. Uncle, my family, my love, my blood, DNA, Ghostface Jeff in the building. I heard your boy Drake this weekend had a great concert here in Bogota. And then, you know, we got Wu-Tang Clan coming this summer. So it's going to be a good one. He said, truth, theory, and knowledge. He said, agree. Guyana ain't. He said, I've been there. And those women are Guyanese. Okay, I didn't get that. A truth, theory, knowledge. Let me know what you meant by that, so I can understand it with clarity. Look at it like this, guys. It's not about what is right now. It's about the potential it has to be. And that's what it's about. See, remember what I always say about Americans? They taught us one thing. Just add water. We always want to just add water to stuff. Everything, just add. You want a good relationship? Just add water. You want to buy property? Just add water. You need a new car. You don't need any credit. Just add water. Water would be your best friend. We all talk like that in the United States. Nobody wants to put in the work. Nobody wants to see the visions. If it was up to us, Disney wouldn't have been there if it was up to the brothers sometime, because we don't see the vision of it. That's swampland. That's like miles and miles of swamp. What you go with that? I'm gonna make a theme park. Oh, you gonna do a what? Yeah, I'm gonna put a theme park right here, and people will come see my Disney characters, my mouse and my duck. They'll come see Goofy. They don't know what Goofy is, but they gonna see Pluto. They come and see all that. And you want to build it? You could have built it in Tampa, where it's just regular land. No, you want this swamp land? Brothers wouldn't have saw that vision, and that's a dang shame. And in many cases, we program not to see that vision. I'm gonna say it again. In many cases, the reason why we're not successful is not because the white man is holding us back. No, we've been programmed so much in the United States to not progress because of a lot of things that we've gone through over the last 480 years, which I do understand. But many of us, we want to just add water. Dre, I just want to go to Cartagena, buy me an apartment, and smash chicks. That's all I want to do, dog. Can you help me out with that? In most videos, yes. In this video, no. I'm trying to help you make some money in South America instead of you just moving down to South America. So y'all can sit back and take this video and say, well, I went to Guyana. It ain't all that, man. I'm telling you, it ain't supposed to be right now. It's really not. But we're going to go in the videos to let you see what's going on. We're about to look at some stats of what's going on in Guyana as well. Winston says Dre, Guyana is a diamond in the rough. They don't know, bruh. Let them sleep. Let the sleepers sleep. There's a book called Plato's Republic, one of my favorite books. It is Aristotle. I think it's Aristotle or Socrates, and he's talking to some young guys. They get ready to go to the auditorium to go see some lions kill some dudes, right? And see some gladiator fights. But it hadn't started yet, so they kind of sat back and they were sitting around talking. They talk about, what if we created a world? What if we had to create a god? If you create a god, you got to create leaders. You create leaders, you got to create the guardians. You create the regular people. And they say, what if we put the people in the dark? They never seen light before. And I'll never forget this line in the book. And if they try to escape the darkness, the light of knowledge would blind them, and they would scurry back into the darkness. Some of y'all, you can't give knowledge to. You're so used to being in a country where you just add water and get what you want. Bad credit, you can get you a house. Bad credit, you can get you a used car. You can having babies by women that you halfway care about, but you halfway don't care about. Everything is just add water. You want some coochie? Just add water. Every culture, America is a hookup culture, and the rest of the world is telling you you can't get coochie from a regular woman like that in most countries. But in America, what's your name? Boom. Let me smash. Okay, cool. In most countries, you can get the coochie if she a party girl, or if she a chick that's just hot in that. But most countries, most of Africa, most of Asia, most of South America, you ain't smashing that fast. Maybe in Brazil a little bit, but in most of the countries in the world, you ain't smashing as fast as you would smash in UK, smash in Canada, smash in the United States. Man, you know how many chicks I smashed in the States? I didn't even know their name. I just add water. We got to stop being lazy when it comes to everything. If we're going to use our passports, certain part of our mindset's got to change. And that part of our mindset that has to change is, okay, if I'm leaving outside the country, I want something better, or I might as well stay in my home country. Some of y'all need to keep your butts in the United States. Why? I say some of us. Let's put it like this. Some of us need to keep our tails in the United States. Why? Because we don't want no better than what we had in the United States. Like when I was incarcerated. If I was going to come back out and do crimes, I might as well stay in jail. Right? Andre, why are you doing crimes to put yourself back in jail? You should have just stayed in jail. You should have took probation. So at the end of the day, guys, we got to stop that. Now that we're men that use passports and we're global thinkers, we got to realize we can't just add water tomorrow. Guyana is going to be it. They're actually saying that most of the infrastructure that they're putting up in Guyana, that's going to be ready in 5 years. That's why they said Guyana by 2026 going to be the. So when I sit back and I let you guys know in advance, don't shoot the messenger, but don't get mad when I own some property over there. And me and my wife said, I already told y'all, do not let me hit $1 million before you dudes. And you had a 10-year head start. I was incarcerated for 10 years. I had to stand in a running block. They shot the gun of life, and you had the chance to run 10 years ahead of me. You could have did anything with your 10 years ahead of me. And you ain't do with it. And you ain't ahead of me when it comes to family, when it comes to health. You're not ahead of me. And I'm older than you. When it comes to finances, when it comes to networking with people, when it comes to travel, and you had a 10-year head start while I had to wait 10 years to start running after life, and I passed you up. Oh, I'm gonna talk more. I'm gonna talk so much shit. Y'all might want to that day. Y'all might want to unsub because I'm gonna talk more on that day. Because there is nowhere in the world you're supposed to let a man who was 10 years behind you catch up with you and pass you when it comes to your goals, your dreams, and your plans for your life. Ain't no way in hell. Okay, he says Drake Guyana is a hidden dream. He said the Chinese, the Indians, and now the whites are making millions in Guyana while black people are waiting. That's what I'm seeing. Dude, the contractors that's coming through. Dude, wait till I show y'all this video in a second. Let me go ahead and get these comments through. Shout out to my brothers in the building. He says we have to see the vision. He said Bernie Siegel, Bugsy Siegel. Yeah, like Bugsy's. Good example, brother. Remember the movie with Bugsy Siegel, and he was telling them in the desert, I'm seeing this vision. Casinos everywhere. And they killed him. They killed him because this casino didn't do what it's supposed to do right out the gate. They couldn't see it. And I love that in the movie where they showed Bugsy's one little casino and they took his life. And then they showed like a slow motion vision of the modern day Las Vegas when nobody else could see it because the rest of America was used to just add water and it's supposed to work in a couple months. And Bugsy was like, it's not going to work like that. When they say Guyana and white people and Asian people, I'm reading newspapers from other countries that are saying that this is the new Dubai. They could have compared it to any country. And then when I discovered that they're trying to put islands out there like they did in Dubai, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Are they trying to actually put the Star Islands out there like in Dubai? All right. You keep on looking at the Guyana you see when you go tomorrow morning or when you go next summer or when you go next year. Then all of a sudden, year 3, you're going to be looking like, wait a minute, something changed. This road wasn't here. Wait a minute, these houses wasn't over in this area. What the heck? Anytime you got native Guyanans that haven't been there in years, going back home, buying property because their family are telling them, you got to get home. Grandma sick? My cousin, well, everybody's fine. But boy, you got to get home. Why? Boy, you better get home and buy some of this land. But you Negroes ain't listening. Shout out to Charles. Charles says, sup, everyone. He said, kind of crazy, so I got to do a podcast style. Shout out to Kitty in the building, too, also. He said, have you heard that it was live yesterday about a lot of people? I think there is 26 million ongoing getting their passports. 26. Let me write that down. Y'all always bring me the knowledge, man. 26 million people trying to get their passport. Woo! Goodness gracious. I know I'm taking a while with the intros, but I want to give you guys all the shout outs like Ransom in the building, who's always here. Buenas noches, mi amigos. Buenas noches. Good evening. And my man Gabrielle. Andre, what it do? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you too, sir. Let's see. True Theory. He said Guyanese is equivalent to the Americanized, but in business perspective, you're right though. He said there is a lot of potential. However, However, they struggle because they don't have the oil experts and skills and the skilled workers. I'm glad that you said that because guess who's going over there now? The oil experts and the skill. I already saw it today. But dude, I'm about to show you guys this video after I do these super chats. Let me shout out to Winston in the building. Winston Graham in the building with the $50 super chat, as well as my man Ahmed in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for the $20 super chat. He said it's called gentrification. Absolutely. And that's the crazy part. We as brothers and sisters have been watching gentrification happen. Go ahead and go to my raggedy city, Detroit, and watch what them white people doing in Detroit right now. Go ahead. All that I would never go to. I'm out of here. I'm never going. And white people have just come in Detroit and bought plots of houses and plots of land, and they fixing it up. And now that plot of land that you didn't purchase because the house had burned down in that land. Who gonna want to burn down house? The land underneath the burned down house. And that's what white people bought. We didn't want to burn down house. So we didn't have enough sense to buy the land that was under the burned down house as well. But white people did. And watch what they do in Detroit. Watch Detroit in about good 10 years. Y'all playing, man. They fixing it up. In certain areas of other country, they're doing the same thing, that gentrification. He's absolutely correct. Good call, brother. He said they have been doing this back in black neighborhoods in the USA. Absolutely. Good call, man. He said, move us out and they move in. Yep, absolutely. Shout out to my brother being in the building. He said, talk your shit, bro, Dre. I'm trying to get the brothers to know, man. I'm trying to share the knowledge, man. Share the knowledge. Maurice is in the building too. Shout out to you, brother. He said, all right, I'm back. It's good to see you again, man. It's good to see you too, man. You don't need a live stream without you being here, man. You and other brothers, man, y'all keep me encouraged. My brother said, I feel like it spit that fire. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, and I'm not the salesperson. I'm not going to get any money off of it from you guys, but I'm just tired of us brothers being on the ass end of everything. Everything, we always got to wait for every other culture to be the first one to go out there and do it. And this move in Guyana is only like 3 years old right now. It's young in its infancy. So if we could just sit back and say, because I was looking up some property that they're selling right now. 40,000, brand new house, 2-bedroom, built from the ground up. 40,000. I would Airbnb that out. I would build that on that. They said the only thing that doesn't include is the plot of land. So you got to buy your land, whether it be on the beach, whether it be in the city, whatever it is, you got to buy your land. But 40,000, you get the house. Yes, foreigners can buy land in Guyana. So at the end of the day, the opportunities are out there. But guess who's going to be buying them houses in that land? White boys. Guess who's going to be renting them though? Brothers and others. And we know the routine. So it's not like I'm saying something that we don't already know. Mad Dollars is in the building. Shout out to you, brother, man. It's good to see you here. Shout out to Jamar. He said Georgetown, Guyana, all day, every day. Absolutely, guys. I kid y'all not, man. And what they're doing, the expansions, it's not going to be, they're purposely expanding it. So the roads, man, they doing it. I ain't going to even lie. And I recognize what they're doing too. I recognize it. The same thing that they doing in Medellin. Same thing. Y'all think y'all know Medellin, Colombia? No, y'all know the party parts of Medellin. But when you live here and see what they're actually about to do for the future, man, they about to take Medellin to a whole nother level. Shout out to my brother being in here. He said, great show. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. Haitian German is in the building. Oh, the Haitian government is in the building. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the Haitian brothers, man. in all sincerity, brothers and sisters. He said, Dre, remember that movie, RoboCop? It was in Detroit. They got a statue for that dude too. Predict what would be like, what would happen in Detroit. Hollywood always talks on itself, though its movie. Oh, through the movies it makes. Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely correct. And he says, I'm in Detroit. You are correct. He said there are many organizations that are putting black and brown developers in positions. I need to stop this, get my other glasses. In positions to do great things, or did I say to do in positions to great things? Oh, positions to great things. Yeah, absolutely. I kid you not, man. My neighborhood is gone. Dude, I went back to Detroit to my neighborhood. You'd have thought Leave It to Beaver, the Brady's, as well as my three sons was raised in my crackhead, drug-infested neighborhood. Dude, I went back to I kid you not, Alta Road and Mac area. Anybody from Detroit know that Mac and Alta Road, grimy. I had to look at the sign to make sure I was walking down the right street because I parked my car and I just wanted to walk through my neighborhood. All brand new houses. Street dude, I sat there in front of my own street sign and I laughed. I didn't recognize it. I was like, these people have literally, I was basically saying, do these people know the history of this neighborhood? Do you really want to build here? But that gentrification. Law Dog is in the building as well. Shout out to you, brother. So yeah, man, I feel where you're coming from, man. They are building, and they are doing it in other countries. One D forever. Shout out to you, brother, as well. Let's get ready to watch this video real quick. Now, this video, I'm gonna tell you right out the gate, guys, it is boring. But we're gonna be stopping and going because I'm showing you this video. Actually, I'm gonna show you the facts first. Let's go to the facts first that I was just showing you. Right here, it says that Guyana tops the list of 5 fastest growing economies up until 2026. Beyond that, they haven't tracked it yet, but right now, between 2021, when they became #1 in the world, and all the way to 2026. Now, this article came out January 13th, 2023. And it says this, with respect to Guyana, it is said growth will be average of 25.8% due to its oil bonanza. Remember, I said the average growth of a country is 2 to 3% per year for an average country. Guyana's plan, or what they've already got set up, they've already predicted it to be 25.8% per year. It is reminded that the oil production rose virtually from zero, mind you, in 2019 to over 100,000 barrels of oil per day in 2021. I want you to let that sink in. That area that y'all call a swampland and it's raggedy, and I've been there before. Yeah, that same spot that y'all been there before, that spot right now is producing per day 100,000 barrels of oil in 2021. It is also noted that the World Bank sees output rising well beyond 400,000 per day, of course, by 2024 as new projects come online. So if they're #1, let's take a look at who was number 2 and 3. It says regions of China, along with Fiji, Nigeria, Libya. Those are the ones that are right behind. So right now, let's scroll down a little bit. It said 3rd on the list is Fiji. 4th on the list of up-and-coming economies is Nigeria at 7.6% of growth per year to 2026. And close behind is Libya with 6.9% economic growth. So when I let you guys know that in this world, while everybody else's economy is on panic mode and everybody else's economy is falling short, Guyana ain't. No time too soon. No time too soon. So while y'all sit back thinking I'm just talking to be talking, I'm talking about going to a place where they got some beautiful women that know English, economic opportunity is going its way, and you could be a part of it. Even, and we're going to get to this, even if you don't buy any property, I'm going to show you how to buy stock. So where you can buy real estate, if you're into crypto or any form of crypto or binary, you can buy that. I'm gonna give you the hookup. So even if you don't go there ever, and you say I just want to invest in some of their bonds or stocks or whatever it may be, or their REITs, which is real estate investment trusts. How do I do that, Dre? How do I just invest in stocks in that area? I just want to invest in the oil. Your boy got you. All right, let's get ready to go to the next one. Right here it says on this screen, it says Guyana leapfrogs into solar energy future with Norway, or the Norwegian forest payments. It says Guyana's largest ever solar power projects will be financed through the country's low deforestation levels, following a landmark forest partnership between Guyana and Norway. So they're making business deals already. This article came out in December of 2022. So they're out there doing big things. And when I say big things, they're out there doing big things. It's no question of what they're doing out there. And so let's continue on. And I want to show you guys this video. Let me make sure everything's up to par. I want to show you guys this video real quick. Let me go over here, share this screen here. And let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay. On this screen, I'm going to show a video. Like I said, this video is not exciting. And you can tell that it's just a little bit boring. And shout out to my boy Jeremiah, one of my favorite biblical names. I got a couple of biblical names I really like: Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Micah. Just cool biblical names. Okay, just showing love, big dog. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much for showing the love with $20 super chat. All right, let's see. Let's go to this video. I'm going to be stopping periodically, let you guys see. But this video is called, just in case you guys want to know, Guyana's future biggest projects from 2023 to 2030. This is what they're actually going to be working on over the next 7 to 10 years in this country, because that amount of money is going to be flowing through it. So let's take a look at this video real quick.
Economy and improve citizens' lives. In Region 1, citizens will benefit from a number of rigid pavement concrete roads in the subregions of Mabaruma, Morica, Port Kaituma, and Madarkai. New stellings are being constructed in the various subregions to facilitate the docking of the new $2.5 billion Northwest Ferry, which is...
Okay, let's stop right there for it. My bad, guys. My bad. I made a mistake and clicked it. I think I clicked it forward. Let me click back.
Guyana, the world's fastest growing economy, plans to use its newfound oil and gas wealth to fund investments in other sectors that will reduce its dependence.
What did I do?
Of offshore oil deposits to finance investments in mining, tourism, agriculture, and other sectors. In this video,
let's stop right there. They said that they are going to advance when it comes to tourism, mining, and oil. Those are the three major areas that they're going to be investing in. Tourism, who does that? Dubai. Mining, who does that? Dubai. Oil, who does that? Dubai. And they have Norway is going to be helping them out with that. So when I say that this is not a game and we can be on top of things early instead of just coming to South America, I'm tired of us always be the ones that come to South America to spend money, but we ain't the ones making money. White boys get to come here and make money. The Asian brothers get to come here and make money and still party all. You think Asian dudes ain't coming down here to be freaky and nasty just like white boys and just like the rest of us? Yeah, but they coming down here on business too. Why can't we do it like that? Why can't we find a spot that's inexpensive to invest in? Check. We can still be nasty and freaky like we want to with the ladies. Check. And we can make money. Check. We can. If we don't take stuff for granted, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, we can do this, brothers. I'm not telling anybody go out tomorrow and invest. I'm saying just start doing your homework like I have. And when you're ready to take a trip there, like my man Coop's Corner did, take a trip there. Let's get ready to go back to the video. So the first thing that they said is that they're doing mining, and they're focusing on tourism, and they're focusing on
the largest current and future projects in Guyana. But before we start, you can buy Super Thanks to directly support top mega projects. Don't forget to share the video and subscribe to the channel. Major multi-infrastructure projects. Huge multi-million-dollar infrastructural development projects are being developed out countrywide in an effort to bolster Guyana's economy and improve citizens' lives. In Region 1, citizens will benefit from a number of rigid pavement concrete roads in the subregions of Mabaruma, Morica, Port Kaituma, and Madarkai.
I want to stop right there for a second. They stated that the areas that are going to benefit are the rural regions first. The countryside, the country folk. They're going to start building roads out there, multi-million-dollar roads out there. I actually wrote down the amount that they're actually spending. I think I still got it. They're actually going to be spending almost $39 million just on roads throughout the country to connect cities to cities. Like most of us right now only know it for Georgetown, because Georgetown is the one that's right off the ocean. It's the biggest city in the country. Now they're going to connect all the other cities. That's why you're going to start seeing so much construction going there. So when they're saying that they need bodies to work there, they're going to be having people from all over South America going to this country. All over, all type of construction guys, all type of guys that are electricians and things like that are going to be going to this country to help build the infrastructure. So that's the part that we're looking at right now. And they're going to pay for this with that oil.
Stellings are being constructed in the various subregions to facilitate the docking of the new $2.5 billion Northwest Ferry, which is expected to set sail to Guyana in the coming months. Two massive infrastructural
let's stop right there also, because I don't want that to go past you guys. They just stated that one of the roads that they're building, they're building a brand new dock for the $2.5 billion ferry boat, oil ferry boat that's scheduled to dock in Guyana this summer. Or he said the up and coming months. It's people from around the world that's putting billions into it, and all the oil ain't even came out the ground yet from the ocean. A $2 billion boat is going to be going back and forth delivering oil. Like I already mentioned, Exxon is already there. They're already there. They got the contract to do whatever needs to be done. So when I say that this is not coincidental, that they have the fastest growing economy while everybody else is crying about inflations and recessions and the cost of this, not there. So let's go back to the video. So you're going to hear me, you're going to see me periodically stop, guys. Give me a second. Let me get it started for you.
Works are in progress on the Lima Sands and Onderneming roads. Region 2. Work on the sea defenses at Charity River Dam and several miscellaneous roads in every NDC is also ongoing.
So
In
they're still
Region
working
3,
on the
the
roads.
alignment for the Delcont Road, which begins at Perica, East Bank Essequibo, and goes all the way down the East Bank Essequibo area into Goshen has already been cut and established. This road will link Region 3 to Region
It's already
7,
been cut
creating
and
massive
established.
development.
The
In
roads.
addition, similar alignment works were executed on the Schoonard to Perica roads. Additionally, the Kato Kirukubaru, Itabak, and Kamana Kapanang roads are set to be rehabilitated to the tune of some $39.8 million. In Region E, works
$39.8
including
million.
rehabilitating and building access roads and bridges and installing lights and other infrastructure in and around the region are progressing well. Projects set to generate of power. Guyana plans to implement several projects that will deliver at least 500 megawatts of power by 2025. The largest
By
of the projects was the
2025.
US $900 M gas to energy project slated for construction startup next year and completion and commissioning in late 2024. The project is expected to transfer associated gas from the Liza Phase 1 and 2 projects at ExxonMobil's offshore Stabroek block through a pipeline which will terminate at Wales in
That's
Region 4.
ExxonMobil's
The
plant
initial phase
on
of the
right on
project
one
is
side
expected to
of the
deliver
country.
50 million
They're
cubic
going
feet
to
of gas per day.
be
To
able, they're
provide
going to set everything up
250
to where they can
MW of power,
transfer
it is designed for expansion in the future.
electricity, gas,
Artificial
and
Island,
all the utilities
Guyana's
to other
first
locations.
artificial island being created in the Demerara
This the
River is out of
artificial islands that
bounds,
they're
as
talking
more
about
dredged
making them just like the
material is
ones in
being added
Dubai.
to the still unstable area. The new island is part of the reclaimed land that will be transformed into the estimated 44-acre mega project to create the shore-based facility which will form part of the port of Reed and Hoop. This project will, in the first phase, add more than 44 acres to Guyana's coastline. That
Adding
phase 1 of the
44 acres
project
to
is
the
meant to be the
coastline.
special purpose vehicle to serve as a SURF. BESHI is currently the largest Guyanese private sector investment in the oil and gas sector, expected to cost over US $300 million. The project is
$300 million
expected to
to make
become
this
operational in
private
2023.
island off the coast.
Amela Falls Hydropower Project. It intends to revive the project, which was proposed over a decade ago, to source hydropower from the remote waterfall in Region 8. Furthermore, the government is searching for investors to handle the financing and construction work for Amela. The intention is for construction to be.
Now remember, let me stop right here real quick. Remember earlier, the one brother mentioned, he said they don't have enough skilled workers. They just mentioned when it came to building and expanding their dam that they are going to, right now they're negotiating with investors and contractors to come in and do the skilled work to do certain things. They've got the money. That's not the problem. Like the one brother said, they don't have the skilled workers. So now skilled workers are going to be coming in from all over South America to accomplish this for the Guyanese people. I'm talking about a black country being able to do all these things. Connects, and we're talking about in the next 5 to 10 years. We ain't talking about like way down the line, 30 years. We're talking about they're connecting their small cities to each other. They're connecting the electricity in the power and utilities from ExxonMobil all the way to the rural areas. In the video, we're about to get to the part where they talk about the solar panels. We already talked about it in the article. They're going to show you how large of electricity and power they're going to get from solar in Guyana. Hold on for a second. Let me get all this pulled up.
Begin next year, with completion and commissioning in 2025. Will deliver another 160 MW of new power. Solar energy would install solar generating capacity to deliver at least 30 MW of power. These projects would be for the main grid, delivering power to populous areas mainly on the country's northeastern coast. The remaining MWs are intended for smaller standalone renewable energy projects, including hydropower and solar power plants and panels at remote communities. Maheko, Guyana will see the development of a $1.4 billion real estate project along the Maheko River. The mega project will be located along 2 miles of the
$4
Atlantic Ocean
billion
beachfront
in
and
real
bordered by
estate.
the Mahakar River, and will have features that include luxury homes, 18-hole golf course,
Luxury
solar
home. Look at
power,
this.
underground utilities, top security, and amenities. Access to the development would be via the newly renovated East Coast Highway or an on-site heliport. That construction would begin on the Morocco Bay Golf and Country Club, the first of 2 championship PGA standard golf courses. This construction is being billed as Phase I of Morocco Bay, a 1,000-plus acre $40 oceanfront megaproject. This allows for creation of thousands of construction, tourism, and sports-related jobs. ExxonMobil Offshore.
We're going to stop right there for a second. Did you see what I'm talking about? That's what I mean by what they're trying to accomplish in this region right now. Right now, they're trying to accomplish this. You see the construction, all of what we're looking at is just, that's raggedy swab land. It's just, man, that's nothing, man. That's nothing. White people are looking at it as, we can put a PGA type golf course out there. We can build a whole communities and sell all those homes to people that will come this way. And like I keep trying to let you guys know, while you're sitting up here, just let me let all the white people do it. And let me let all the white people do it. I'll go ahead and take my little money and I'll buy one of the PGA houses. When you can buy at least some land or a piece of property dirt cheap, that's by those areas where they're building right now. Like I said, this is not a 30-year game plan. They plan on having all this by 2026, 2027, 2028. This is all the way up until 2030. That's only 7 years from now. All of this will be set up. And Norway is not only helping them with their solar panels, Norway is also, and we talked about this in the last video, in one of our last live streams, Norway is also showing Guyana how to save billions in case of an emergency. Let's say something happens and it all flops. Guyana is not, they looked at what happened to Venezuela. Because just in case you guys forgot, before 2014, you couldn't tell Venezuela. Everybody was going to school. Everybody was prospering. Venezuela was it. It was it. You couldn't tell Venezuela nothing. We sit on the world's largest oil reserve. You can't tell us nothing. And Venezuela didn't put any money to the side. And guess what happened? We all know Venezuelans will walk up on you on the beach right now and take a Venezuelan dollar and make it into a little toy. Why? Because the Venezuelan dollar ain't worth nothing now. And so Guyana said, we ain't gonna go through that. So Norway said, we remember when we was prospering, and what we did, we put billions and billions to the side every year. So when things got slow, we already had billions put to the side. So Guyana said, could you show us how to do that? No problem. So while they're over there working with them with solar panels, they're also showing them how to put billions to the side per year. So anytime they have a lean time period, this country is still well taken care of. It's still going to be running smooth because they saw what happened to their neighbor, Venezuela. So yeah, I kid you not. They're doing great things. Let me get back to the offshore oil part, because a lot of guys don't know about that part quite yet. So let me get to that part real quick, and we'll end the video on that.
Offshore oil field. A fifth major offshore oil field being developed by a consortium led by ExxonMobil at an estimated cost of $12.7 billion will add another 1.3 billion barrels of recoverable oil reserves to the 10 billion barrel Guyana-Suriname basin. The Uaru-Mako project currently under review could come on stream in the next 3 years, adding as many as 63 more wells to the 30 already drilled in the Stabroek block.
Let's stop right there for a split second. I said I wasn't going to stop, but I'm going to do it again. They said they have already 30 oil wells drilling right now off the coast of Guyana. 100,000 barrels per day right now. They said the goal is, we already read in the article, 400,000 per day. They just said on the video they plan on adding another 65 drilling stations in the next 4 to 5 years. 65 more. That's how much oil of Guyana. To where they will have over, in this one little small region of South America, 100 up to 100 plus different oil wells drilling. And you think the white boys ain't gonna get all that money? Yes, they are. You don't think them Asian boys gonna get all that money? Yes, they are. So let's end the video there. So how do you let's say you don't want to go there and you don't want to buy property. You don't want none of that. Or even if you go, you just want to go and have a good time and leave. Gotcha. But how do you invest in some of their stock or some of their options in that oil, in the tourism, in the mining? How do you invest in some of that? So I'm putting the link, what I'm about to show you. And this right here are the top five investment platforms that you can take advantage of while you're still in the States. While you're still in the United States, you say, I just want to buy a couple of stocks. I'll see where it goes. You know, I'll put a couple hundred down, or I'll put a couple thousand down just to see what happens in the oil sector. This is how you buy it while you're still in the States. I'm about to go to that video right now. Not video, but to that page right now. Let me make sure I got it up on the screen for you guys. All right, best investments in Guyana. It says in 2023, top 5. These are top. This was January 3rd, 2023. You see, they even got the white girl on there. You know why? Because white folks are already up on it and we ain't. I just put the link to this interview, to this article in the description. The top 5. The IQ option, I've used that one. It says the best overall, and they're breaking down the investment companies, in other words, that you can invest in, or the not the companies themselves, but also how you can buy the stocks, in other words. It says is the best overall investment platform in Guyana that you can use while you're in the States. That's what these are for. Number 2, Pocket Option is the best binary option investment company. So if you want to invest in binary, which is cryptos and all that, you can use this app or use this platform. XM, Bex Forex Investment Company. So if you want to invest in Forex, you guys know about that. You want to go through, try to find out how you can do it in Guyana, that app right there, or that website, or that company, in other words. IC Markets, award-winning international investment company. So if you want to go through that app, you can do that. Also, Hot Forex, great for dedicated Forex investors. And it also has a YouTube video that talks about exactly what I was talking about, that you click on that video. Now, a lot of us already know about IP options. If you've ever invested on other sides of the world, you know about IP options, and it tells you the pros and cons of each one as a platform. Pocket options, as well as the ones that, so it goes all the way down and lets you know how well each one of these as an investment platform for individuals that want to take advantage of. So if you're looking to just on the investment side, let me come back to you guys. So if you just on the investment side want to get information and you want to buy a little oil stock and see where it goes. Take advantage of those platforms, because that's what all this information that I shared was all about. It was all about letting you guys see what is the future of Guyana, what are they up to, and let's look at real quick. We're going to look at this one real quick. Let me make sure it's on the screen and go back. 3 business opportunities in Guyana. Let's take a look at it, and it lets us know the 3 opportunities are oil, tourism, mining. Just like they said, oil, tourism, mining. And I'm going to put the link in the description for this article because it's a really good article with some great information. And this is an investment firm, so almost like a stock investment firm. And I'll tell you what it's about. I'll read it. It says, the Buzz Latin Hub can assist you in Guyana. The Buzz Latin Hub, our multilingual team of corporate support specialists is ready to help you take advantage of business opportunities in Guyana. With our experience in this likes of companies or formations, legal and accounting support, or hiring and PEO services, so forth and so forth, we can guarantee the provision of all the back office support you may need in order to help you achieve your business goals. So that's what this article is about, or from this team. So I'm gonna make sure that I get this article to you guys real quick as well, because I want you guys to have as much knowledge as possible about this. Why am I saying this? Why am I putting this information out there? Shout out to you brothers that just came in. Why am I putting this information out there to you guys? Once again, we as brothers and sisters have always been a migratory people. I'll say that again. We've always migrated. Whether we migrated from Egypt all the way to South Africa, whether we were migrating from Egypt all the way up through Rome in the rest of Italy, whether we were migrating to Southeast Asia, now you got Asians that got complexions like the rest of us, whether we were migrating to North and South America long before Columbus, whether we were migrating, we called it the Underground Railroad, whether we were migrating and we call it post after slavery or Reformation age or Reconstruction, whether we were migrating in the 60s for the job opportunities that were up north with the factories. We've always been a people that migrated. People in the States that try to make you feel bad for using your passport, they're trying to tell you to not be a migratory person. You should stay in the States. It's the greatest country of all time. It will always. You're telling Black people not to do what we've always done throughout history, migrate to make life better than the life we already have, even in a good country. Every place we migrated to, we made it a better country. We could have stayed in every place that we went to, but we knew to migrate to make even better lives for ourselves and our people. So it is with our passports. Why am I saying this? Bruh, your passport is not just for partying. I'm going to say it again. I don't know why you dudes keep thinking that your passport is only for vacationing and touring and paper play and smashing chicks and going back home and showing photos to your dogs. All that is good. All that is good. I'll never take that away. You got to have fun. You got to be able to just release the stress of life and just enjoy life itself. But dude, there comes a time where we need to evolve as passport brothers, as passport kings, as blue book gentlemen, as travel elite. And investing in some of these countries that we're visiting, it's that time. We can't be passport kids forever. We're sitting back watching white boys who are backpackers, discover countries and come back. Hey, granddad, you think we can build a school and so and so and so? Grandma, I was just in this country called Guyana. Could you call cousin Phil, who has investments in so and so? Is it true that they're doing things over there? White boys and white women smoke their weed all day long, had a hookah, and get paid out that. And then when they backpacking, stinky, flip-flop, short wearing, long hair, ain't washed their hair in 3 years, no deodorant wearing tails, get back to the States, they living in the best areas of your suburbs, of your areas, of your gentrified locations. Every time I turn around, it's a backpacking white boy going back to the United States, sitting on a $2 million house, sitting on a $500,000 house. You be like, how that? What he was just backpacking. Because he discovered there were some business opportunities in certain locations. And the rest of us, we don't take advantage of it. Or we'll take advantage of falling in love. I did it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We'll take advantage of the party part. I did it. Still do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My point is that in some of these countries, somebody got to open up the business. We can't let Flip-Flop be the only one that opened up a business in DR. We can't just let the one brother who opened up the food truck in Thailand that had the burger with the donuts and the macaroni and cheese. We can't let him be the only one. We can't let the few brothers who opened up restaurants in Medellin be the only ones out of all these brothers that keep running back and forth, flying back and forth across the world, and only a handful of us have opened up some businesses. Are you freaking crazy? Ain't none of y'all bought no stock in none of the countries you've been in. None. Yes, I do own stock in Colombia. Yes. And I got friends down here that know about the market. We gotta stop acting like our passport, we can still act like little boys and little girls. We gotta evolve, fellas. That passport movement, it has to keep on going. We're migratory people. We've always been involved in evolution and migration. We've always evolved. We've always migrated. There is no time in human history when Black people didn't find themselves in another location doing some more amazing stuff. We've always been a migratory people doing great things. Shout out to my man in the building, Chocolate Man in Thailand. Make sure you subscribe, man. I got much love for this brother. He's a good man, good relationship man. He was out there in Thailand when wasn't nobody else out there doing YouTube in Thailand as far as the brotherhood, maybe one or two other people. But he was out there putting out content on a regular basis, and he still does. So if you want to see a man that's in a happy relationship and he shows you different parts of the country, not just 1 or 2 parts, make sure you guys subscribe to this brother's channel. I'm telling you, man, because you may be the next person to go to Thailand or another part of Southeast Asia and open up a business or find the love of your life, cross borders and find you some love crossing borders. Nothing wrong with that, man. I love seeing him and this girl together. He said, passport, freedom, papers. Absolutely correct. There's a better way. Get out here. Yeah, get on. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all sleep. Dude, we cannot let, thank you very much again, Chocolate Man. We cannot let everything be televised. You can't just YouTube everything. You got to be a part of this, man. You got to come out here and be, dude, I don't care if it take 5 years. I understand your child is only 8 and you got 10 years to go. That don't mean that you can't invest in Guyana stocks. That your child being 8 years old ain't got to do with you investing in some stocks. You putting a little bit of money to the side, so by the time she hit 10, you like, you know what, I ain't know about this Guyana stock. So since my daughter was 10 years old, every year I put an extra $100 to the side in Guyana stock. That's gonna be for my little girl. You ain't think it's going nowhere. And all of a sudden, kaboom, in the next 5 years, you looking at the same little stock that you put to the side for your little girl in Guyana stock, and it blew up. And you were like, well, I'll be done. That brother was right. Or you put a couple $100 to the side for your daughter, and that Guyana stock ain't do too much. You ain't did nothing but invest but a couple $100. You drink that up at the club in a year. So at the end of the day, guys, this is why I brought this topic to the table. I'm going to be interviewing Guyanese women and Guyanese men to let you see and hear from them what they're seeing on the grounds. There's a brother named Andre that lives there, and I was watching his videos. I kid you not, he does videos of just riding down the street or just walking down the street. Dude, and all I saw in one video, they were driving from his house to the airport. Construction trucks, construction vehicles, construction. That's all I was seeing on the freeway. I'm looking like somebody building something. So y'all can sit back and talk about the swampland, but I'm seeing Disney. You see what I'm saying? I'm seeing Disney. Y'all keep on looking at Guyana like it's swampland. I'm gonna go into the comment section real quick with you guys. 55 people here. Make sure we got 55 people hitting that like button. We can't sit back and just for example, we can't just let Taylor Made Dreams buy all the land in DR, buy all the property in DR. Why should Taylor Made Dreams be the only one that got property put to the side for his daughter and his child? Why can't we do that? You see what I'm saying? It's time, just like I always quote Reginald Lewis, first black billionaire, his book, Why Should White Men Have All the Fun? And ain't none of y'all been able to answer that question for me yet. Why should white men have all the fun? All right, let me scroll up. He said Guyana is setting up a sovereign wealth fund. That's it. Thank you very much, brother. That's what it is, the sovereign wealth fund. Because Norway is helping them do that, so they don't go broke. Absolutely correct. He said, like Saudi Arabia, who currently is the largest fund of any country. Thank you very much, brother. I'm going to write that down, and I'm going to research that a little bit more because I want to make sure I didn't know what the title of it was. I just knew that they were getting help. So if any time the oil slows down, Guyana will not go broke anytime too soon because they're going to be putting billions to the side. Absolutely correct. Thank you very much, brother. The Sovereign Wealth Fund. You guys, and you guys there in the comment section, you need to be writing this stuff down too. Or at least researching it, because it's just so much information, man, that you guys share, so much knowledge that you guys share on the platform. Man, I'm telling you. Todd said, thanks again, Winston. Todd says they have U.S. blessing. Yeah. And then this is the other thing. U.S. ain't got to go running to the Middle East. It ain't got to go running to Venezuela no more. If anything ever happened like it did early last summer when it came to gasoline, now they got another source they can run to. That's not in the middle of any wars. Ain't nobody trying to take them over. And the United States wasn't the first one there. I'm telling you, man. Winston said, to put everyone in context, Guyana has less than 1 million people and less than 10% of the land is occupied. This I did discover. You're absolutely correct. It has all that land, all those trees. It's still basically a jungle. It's really just undeveloped. And so while they're paving freeways and paving roads, and speaking of freeway, I discovered this today, which I didn't know. Guyana is one of the few countries in the world that drive on the left-hand side. It's the only country in South America that drives on the left-hand side that I know of so far. And so when you go to Guyana, be ready to see them driving on the left-hand side. Because as I was watching Andre's videos, and make sure you guys subscribe to the brother's channel. His name is oh man. And I was watching his videos today. Let me see if I can pull up my history so I can see when I was watching his videos. Really good YouTuber. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Let me turn this volume down. Okay. Name is. Why do I keep skipping like that? It is not letting me pull up his channel. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get this. Let's see. Let us see if I can pull it up a different way. Because it took me straight there. And I was looking at one of his videos earlier, a couple of his videos earlier. Okay, there it is. I want to put his link in, guys. Real good young YouTuber. So let's get to his channel. His name is Clint Andre, brand new YouTuber. He's got about only like 800 subscribers. But I'm going to put his link in. I'm going to schedule a interview with this young brother. So make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. His videos are basic, but you get a chance to see what it looks like right now compared to what they're doing as far as the construction. So make sure you subscribe to the brother's channel. We got to support each other. We all we got. Shout out to Dirk in the building. This was a good look. Or good luck. Exactly. Let's start building businesses. Absolutely. Absolutely correct, gentlemen. Joey says, right. Life and making money can be global. Can be a global goal. Absolutely correct. Once again, thank you very much, Chocolate Man. Todd says, teach. Racket Club says, amen. Shout out to you, brothers. Shout out to all you brothers down here. Shout out to David in the building. Shout out to you, David. Shout out to Flyboy Way and Obstacles to Opportunities. They be on this too. Yeah, definitely. Flyboy Way is, we talk all the time, and Flyboy Fresh always tried to get guys to understand. Also, who does this also too is One Master Teacher. They always try to get us to realize there's nothing wrong with the fun part of having our passports, but take advantage of the business side also of having a passport too. Don't let the white brothers just, shout out to my white brothers, but don't just let my white brothers sit back and, be able to blend the peanut butter and jelly. They can have fun, but make money at the same time. You got white girls that's making money, and we sit up here just party. What's her name? Like, come on, dude, for real. Much love. Be in Cali this year for the first time. Let me know, Chris, when you're coming down. For those of you guys that are coming down to Cali, Colombia, you don't know when you want to come, I'll give you a hint. The middle of August. The Afro-Colombian Petronio Alvarez Festival. Bruh. You will thank me 100 times when you sit back and see 300,000 brothers and sisters from all over South America come to one One city, and it is packed full of sisters and brothers from all over the place. Free concert every night, 10 to 15,000 people. And I'm talking about it's rocking. And I'm talking about it's packed. It's at least 7,000 in front of the stage, not including the rest of us that's way in the back and the people that's still trying to get in. I'm talking about every night is free. I think I told you guys last time, me and who was it? DJ Chisel. We're sitting up here. We're in the bleachers, way in the back. And we're looking at this concert, and it had to be like 20, 25,000 people, right? And we like, all this is free? You know how much they just charge $1 every night? I'm telling you guys, man, it's an amazing event. So, guys, but if you make it in December, that's a good time too, because that's a salsa festival, boy. They be packed down in a party, be crazy in Cali down here. So I'm gonna let you guys know for real. Dirk said, "This is the reason why I got my my condo in Pawtucket." There we go. Invested in December 2022, looking to get another at the end of the year. It just makes sense. Absolutely correct. The opportunities that are out here for us, man, they're here. I kid you not. It's not like I'm something I'm convincing y'all to do. It's here. You don't do it, don't worry. Somebody else will do it. You ain't got to buy nothing. Invest in nothing. You ain't got to buy that oil stock. You ain't got to buy any type of binary cryptocurrency that's going to come in Guyana. You ain't got to buy none of that. Somebody else going to do it for you anyway. The connectors in the building. Shout out to you, man. Blue face. Great topic. Oh yeah. I'm trying to keep it. He said, "Yep, saving the links." I'm gonna pull up the link also for the Petronio Alvarez Festival. Give me a second. Petronio Alvarez Festival, Cali, Colombia. There we go. Let me make sure I got it pulled up for you guys. They just dropped this link right here. This is the 2023. Yep, this is the 2023 one. Oh, they are ready. Yeah. So this is the festival that takes place in August, and it's going to be from the 16th to the 21st of August this year. So let me get you guys this link for the Petronio Alvarez Festival. Man, I'm giving y'all the gravy today. Thank you guys once again for the super chats and the cash apps. Let me see if anybody hit up on cash app as well. I don't want to forget about anybody. Yep, somebody hit me up. And I forgot about a brother last week that I'm going to shout out to. To the cash app brethren. Let's see. Oh, Trevon, thank you very much, brother. Man, thank you last week for blessing us, as well as Paul Lowe blessing us also. So we appreciate that, man. And I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. Make sure I have it. Yep, that's it. Trevon always blesses us also. Thank you also, Uncle Jeff. I appreciate you, man. So let me make sure I got this Petronio once again, the Petronio Alvarez Festival. And it is off the chain. I'm talking about his brothers and sisters coming from all over the country, celebrating their African heritage here in Cali, Colombia. So you guys really can get a chance to enjoy that. Let me see if I can pull up one of the videos as well. Petronio Alvarez Festival, Cali, Colombia. Okay, cool. Ours was the first one to pull up. Okay, let's see. Let me turn this volume back on or back up. and get you guys over here to see this screen. And then we got your girl Andrea on the screen.
And we made this with all the love for you guys.
That's my man Los from Crypto TV. He was down here. Let's learn crypto. But turn the volume back. Oh, there we go. That's when you first walk into the festival. Now, this was last year's festival. This was day one. This wasn't everybody. This is not even a concert outside. This was in the food court. This was just in the food court. That's how much the food court was rocking. The girl was hungry. And all this Afro-Colombia is celebrating Afro-Colombia. The food, the culture, the history, all of it is celebrated. So when I say that people from all around, and not just black people, everybody comes and celebrates. Oh, this part I like. I like this. Once again, this is the food court.
Festival de Música del Pacífico Petronio Álvarez y comienza de manera oficial el concurso musical. Hoy tuvimos, por supuesto, la participación de 22 agrupaciones que se presentaron en las 4 modalidades que hacen parte del concurso.
Quiero decirles que esta posibilidad que tiene este Festival de Música del Pacífico colombiano es una puerta grandísima para conocer la cultura, la comida, las tradiciones, y es un lugar en donde hay que estar.
Queremos decirle a la gente, más que invitarlos a que vengan a una fiesta, que vengan a conocer un universo cultural que hay en Colombia, que viene desde el Pacífico.
Estoy supremamente feliz de estar en Cali, estoy enamorada de esta tierra.
Gracias, Petronio Álvarez, por esta experiencia.
So that's the celebration that they have here every year in August. So if you guys get a chance to make it down here in August, I'm telling you, it is off the chain. And like I said, that what y'all saw, that was just the food court. That wasn't a concert. That was just people eating, and it was an inside show, and everybody was having a ball. The outside concert, y'all thought that was off the chain. The outside night concert, every night off the chain. And then once everybody leave, if you ain't too tired, you go to the neighborhood. And the hood got 2,000-3,000 people celebrating till about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, man, it's off the chain. He said, I'm gonna need to make it one of them to one of the events. Yes. Yeah, and, hey, that food is not Medellin food. That's Cali, black people cooking. All right, if you guys want to support the channel, make sure you take advantage of the Patreon page. We got some great things coming down the turnpike. Also be finished with our website this week, so you guys get a chance to take advantage of the website and the Patreon updates that we're going to be doing. Thank you guys who are already Patreons for being patient with me getting everything updated. And also, guys, once again, thank you for being one of the Patreon members. Thank you again, Stefano, for posting that for us. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can. Like you said, you can own condos right out 100% plus. Casinos are supposed to be built or put up next door. Big legal industry in Thailand. So take advantage of these opportunities that are going on in other countries. Absolutely correct. Appreciate that. Pattaya has so many pre-construction condos coming up and for sale. They're doing that a lot here in Cali, Colombia too, man. It's crazy how many condos are going up. And check out the Riverside Group in Pattaya. Once again, that's the hookup. That's the plug right there. Check out the Riverside Group. The Riviera Group. I say Riverside, but Riviera Group. So you guys make sure you Google that. I can't give you all the hookups. You got to do some of the homework. And remember, guys, before I head out tomorrow or the next day, the interview that I did with O'Shea Duke Jackson, O'Shea will have that video on his channel, and then I'll be having a copy of it for our channel as well. And I'm going to be scheduling an interview with O'Shea as well. You know, he don't do too many interviews, so I'm gonna get him to do an interview with us. Well, guys, I'm up out of here. I hope that information in regards to Ghana helped you guys out. I know many of you get ready to get you some sleep before tomorrow. And I just want to say that I love you guys. I appreciate all that you do. I hope that you appreciate all that we do. Support the Patreon, guys. We appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday with your girl, Andrea. She's excited to be back on YouTube with you all. So we'll be talking on Wednesday. And the topic for this up and coming Wednesday is, let's see. 10 major changes in Colombia that expats can take advantage of. That's what we're going to talk about. 10 major changes that have happened in Colombia over the last 10 years that expats need to make sure you take advantage of. So we're going to be talking about that on Wednesday. Let me get ready to let you guys get some sleep. And I'll see you guys later. I appreciate you too, gentlemen. And Maurice, definitely appreciate you guys, man. Talk to you later. I'm up out of here.